The beautiful words of this psalm invite us to a posture of reverence and joy before the Lord. It calls us to sing and make a joyful noise to God, who is referred to as the rock of our salvation. This imagery of God as a rock suggests strength, stability, and protection. The act of singing and making noise is a form of worship that acknowledges God's greatness and kingship over all. Before we begin our reading and meditation on today's Word of God, if you wish for this Word to become alive in your life, please leave a like and follow our channel to ensure you don't miss out on any daily psalm. May this message touch your heart. Enjoy your meditation. The psalmist encourages believers to approach God's presence with thanksgiving, emphasizing gratitude as an important aspect of worship. Singing songs of praise is not only an expression of joy, but also a recognition of God's creative power and authority. In His hands are the depths of the earth and the heights of the mountains, signifying that all of creation is under His dominion. The sea and the dry land, formed by His hands, further illustrate God's omnipotence and craftsmanship. The call to worship includes an invitation to bow down and kneel before the Lord, acknowledging Him as our Maker. This act of bowing and kneeling reflects humility and submission, recognizing that we are His creation, like sheep under His care. The imagery of God as a shepherd and the people as His flock conveys a relationship of guidance, provision, and protection. Moreover, the psalm transitions to an admonition, urging the listeners not to harden their hearts, like the Israelites did at Meribah and Massah. These were moments in the wilderness when the Israelites doubted and tested God despite witnessing His works. The reference serves as a warning against disbelief and disobedience, which result in missing out on God's rest and peace. God expresses deep displeasure with the generation that went astray and failed to understand His ways. Their lack of faith and persistent wandering in heart led to God swearing in His wrath that they would not enter His promised rest. The historical account becomes a spiritual lesson for the faithful, reminding us to listen to God's voice and remain steadfast in our trust and obedience. This psalm is a profound reminder of the nature of divine worship, the sovereignty of God over all creation, and the importance of a faithful heart. It encourages us to express our gratitude and reverence through joyful worship, while also teaching us to heed God's voice and follow His path. In doing so, we find rest and peace in His presence, respecting the provision and protection offered by our Creator.